you ready?
From IGOW2.
Hello!
Welcome back to IGOW2.
Oh.
Forgot to say that.
Oh, HQProp IGOW live competition. My
Oh, look
bad.
at that sizing perfectness. Alright. We are on week number 25, the HQProp IGOW live competition. Oh, look, we got a bunch of people here. We got Robert,
What's up,
Ishti, Average, Peter, Brew. Well, that's like everyone. How's everybody doing? We have only 16 players left. Let's bring up. Oh, we can't do it that way. 16 players left. And as you can see here, orange means that you sent in a video, and black means you didn't. So, heads now is a woo, and Oracle FPV has unfortunately whooped out.
Oh, no more Michael Maddow's.
Made it all the way to the finals, 16th place, with only brushed whoops. So, I don't think any of these people flew brushed whoops every week. Did anyone fly brushed whoop every single week so far? If any of the people left in the finals have flown a brush whoop every single week, let me know, but I don't think so. So for right now, we're going to go to the prize list and down to the
Tiny Whoop Oracle
Tiny Whoop.
FPV bounty.
Yes. And that was determined in week 25. When Oracle whooped out, and nobody else made it all the way with a brushed whoop, I'm guessing. So Oracle FPV is the winner of, what was it? 3 sets of brushed motors for himself.
Right. Yeah, if we are wrong and somebody has used a brush whoop for all 25 weeks and is about to be in week 26, let us know.
Yeah, and I changed this slightly. Before it was a first one-way whoop, but then that was hard to determine. So now at the end of the season, we're gonna, I guess we'll include the finals too, and we'll have all the one-way whoops in the video, and we'll have a vote on which is the best one-way whoop, and that person will win the last JAS, and also everyone else gets stickers. That's lost it.
That says props. You should change that.
Oh. Oh yeah, props. That's right. From the prop bag.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot I changed it from stickers to props because I was like, we have all these props. They're kind of crappy props, but they're random props, so you could get any props. There's a couple good ones in there. All right. Okay. We need one of these on the chat.
I got it.
Alright. So, basically, only Spectre is on the chopping block. We're going to pretend like I didn't send the rankings out to everyone because they were trying to figure it out themselves in the chat.
What?
But no one in the general live stream knows who got letters and who didn't. So, 2 Oracle and Heads took up 2 of the letters. We're going to have 8 people safe and 8 people with letters. So now the bottom 6 of people that submitted videos will get a letter. So let's jump into the submissions. We've got 14 of them, which matches how many videos I said there. So let's start off with Lucky FPV. Oh, and don't trust all these points here because I already went through, since it's kind of a complicated week, and scored them, double checking on the list. Oh, we should bring that up. All right. So here's the list of 100 trick options that everyone could do. I double checked, made sure that if they scored it themselves on the video that it was accurate, or if they didn't have any scoring, I scored it up. So we didn't have to do that live. Starting with Lucky FPV, he claims 27.5. Oops. 27.5 points, but I'll tell you right now that that is inaccurate because he didn't quite understand the scoring. So let's watch it. So it starts with the open air roll, that is 0.5. Then a flip through the TGS, and that was in the middle, so that was worth 1 point. He does a double orbit around the pole, worth another point. And then backwards dive there is worth 2 points, and he got the multiplier since he had just done 3 in a row, so 4 total. So far he's correct with 6.5. But here he thinks that you keep the multiplier, so the rest of his tricks he doubles instead of just the, you'll see. So then he goes for a Vanny roll of himself, which is worth 2 points, but he gives himself 4 points. Then a yaw spin through the TGS, which is worth 1, but he gives himself 2. Wall tap, which is worth 2, but he gives himself 4. And then he does a forward dive, which is now worth 4, and he gives himself 4 because he got another multiplier. And then a self tap, that's worth 2. He gave himself 4, and then he does a double up loop. That's worth 3, and he gave himself. Not sure if he gave him. There was one where he didn't give himself a double.
That was it, because it just went from 24.5 to 27.5.
So I didn't really get. I was confused. So 27.5 was actually 20.5, and he just right at the end he was going for a split S of himself, but he ran out of time and he tapped the wall. So it didn't give himself points for that one, and that was accurate. Alright, so 20.5 for Lucky. You just want to write the scores on the thing. Again, that was just doubled. He doubled 4 tricks, which gave him an extra.
I got the computer way over here. I don't know what I used to use it.
Well, just because I had to plug it in. Gotta be careful. See, he pulled the cord out.
Oh.
And it doesn't have very much battery because it was dead last night. Alright. Good job, Lucky. 20.5, setting the mark to beat for this week. Alright, next up we've got Buster Hawk. And that's Tristan. Oh, and Lucky has a Who right now. So he's safe either way. So we got Buster Hawk up next. He says 29 points. I believe that is correct. Let's double check one more time while we watch it. Alright. Takes off. And he goes for a Haruri over the power line there, if you couldn't see it. And then a Vanny roll through the cube. So those are both 2.5 point tricks. Then he does a power flip on the power line again. That's a 2-point trick. And then for the doubler that he has now, the multiplier, he does the reverse cube cross, which is 5 times 2, so he gets 10 for that. Half Maddie through the TGS, the middle one, so that's 4 points there. And then he did a Maddie flip of the over-under, another 2 points. Power flip of the cube, another 2, so now he has the multiplier again, and he goes for wall tap, so 2 times 2, that's a 4. And there he has it broken down perfectly.
Very nice.
Pause that here. So all the greens are the normals, then his multipliers here. He didn't multiply it out, so right here, but yep, ends up with 29, which is exactly what I got.
Who's this?
Very nice. Buster Hawk.
Great job, Tristan.
29 for Buster Hawk. So that puts him ahead of Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the bottom 6 are going to be getting letters, and the top 8 are safe. So going on, next up we've got Callisto. And Callisto claims a score of 32, but that is not accurate, I will tell you right now. I mean, it was accurate for what he thought, but we will go over it now. Alright, Callisto. Alright, so this is actually what a lot of people started their combos off with. They started on the ground right next to the cube, took off, and then quick 360 through the cube, a quick 2 points.
Video music is very low.
Very low, okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Right? You should see this book, you guys. You just got every single trick written down, every single person, points next to it.
I had to make, otherwise we'd be doing this now. You'd be like, why didn't you do this before? You can't do this on the street. It takes too much time.
No, I was telling, they were talking about it in the chat. Dan the mathematician.
Alright. So this was the most popular opening move. Take off, 360 the cube.
Yes, Clown, we are still whooping, but this is actually the final week of the regular competition, and finals begin next week.
So, we had 360 the cube for 2 points, inverted orbit of the tree there, which would be pole, that's 3.5 points, and then inverted yaw spin for another 3 points. So far right, we got 8.5 points total up here, 17 seconds down. So now we have the 2 times multiplier, and he goes for the Oracle tap. Kind of looks like a look down tap, but I did it frame by frame, and he is facing sideways when he hits the wall. I would have only given him a wall tap if he was facing down, because Oracle tap is
Sideways.
Roll into a side tap. So he got 2 times 4 there, 8, putting at 16.5, which is accurate so far. Next up, cube Vanny roll. This one took a while to set up. 2.5 points there. Then forward dive, another 2 points. And here, this is, he does a cubic rube there, but if you watch it, it's not really a cubic rube. It's like a weird combination of like a bunch of extra turns that ends up looking like a cubic rube, but not really. So I gave him a fail on the cubic rube, which took away 2.5 points. And then he does a half Maddie, or he does a roll. That's a half point, or no, that's after the half Maddie, sorry. Half Maddie there, which would have been 4 times 2, but it's only regular 4 now, after the fail. They did the roll in the open air, a half point, and then Skittle loops here right at the end. For some reason, he didn't give himself any points for Skittle loops. I think maybe he thought he didn't get there in time. But if you watch, he, like, right at 1 minute, he's under it, which is like the start of the trick. And I said you can, any trick you start. So he's like starting the loop. I gave him for the 4 points for the Skittle loop, which he didn't give himself. So overall, he basically just lost the 2.5 points for the cubics. Yep. So I gave him 29.5 instead of 32. So 29.5, because the Skittle loops replaced his lost doubler on the half Maddie. So
Bad.
I would have given it a 36 if I counted that cubic route. I think since he left the whole Skittle loops in there too, he was hoping to get those last 4 points. All right. So that is just above the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Buster Hawk by 0.5. Next up, we've got Nico Del Rey.
With the worst video ever.
The worst video ever. Nick has been feeling really sick for like 3 weeks. He doesn't have COVID, but he says he's feeling bad and he couldn't even fly for the last 2 weeks because he made him feel sick.
Oh,
he said
that
at least
sucks.
he could fly some, so he got an attempt in.
I feel you though. Like I haven't been flying for a while, and we were flying the other day, and dude, I felt so nauseous. So if you're already sick on top of it,
And look,
7 degrees.
feels like -3.
God, I don't miss Eastern Washington.
So he goes outside to
Oh,
do it, and he got the lowest score either way, so I was generous. And you're not technically supposed to be able to do back-to-back over-unders, even if they are different things. Because he did the light pole and then that thing. But I gave him the points anyway. So that was 2 points for a Maddie, 2.5 points for a half Maddie, 1 point for the double orbit. Then he does a double rolling inverted orbit here.
how did
And
you
then
even do that?
Right there, literally, if you watch, he starts the rolling invert orbit right on this part, like this side of the thing, and then he gets exactly 2 in, which is what you need because you need 2, and then his FC just like dies and cuts it out. Watch, right as he goes to the front. So that was exactly 2, so I gave him points for that. That was 7 times 2 for 14, for 19.5 overall.
That's not horrible. Considering that you've been feeling sick, you barely flew anything, and your FC died in the middle of it, not bad.
Yeah, technically, since there were 2 over-unders in a row, it would have not caught the doubler, but, you know.
Be nice.
I just said switch obstacles, and I didn't say you had to, like, he did switch from the light pole to the power tower thing, even though they were just basically considered the same thing. All right. Anyway, good attempt by Nico. That is, I already said it was the lowest score, but he only has a hoof, so he will still be in the next round. All right. Next up, we've got
Lucky.
Rock. That's Andreas Itten from Switzerland. That says a re-upload.
What's up, Carpy? Lucky said he's been slipping on the rules lately. Sorry.
All right. So here we go with the Rock. So Rock takes off and he goes backwards dive first. And then he goes roll through, that's 2 points, and then 1 point for the roll. 360 the cube, everyone loves that one. That's another 2 points. And then he goes, Maddie flipped the top one. He flipped the middle one. I would give that one constant loop motion. This one's pretty close to constant loop motion too. You only needed 1 constant loop motion. So 2 times 11 for that one. So that's
Jesus.
a 22-point trick right there, and then he crashes on that one.
That was a good one.
So,
22-point trick.
27 overall. Yeah, I tried to do it like based on how much time something takes, also factored in.
So you said 27?
Yep. 2 for the back dive, 2 for the roll, or 1 for the roll, 2 for the 360, and 2 times the 11
For the Maddie
for the
down.
Maddie down.
Nice. What?
He messed up on the loop up in the previous video.
Right, it is very impressive.
But I think his other video was only a 29, so it was only 2 points less.
Well, it says even shorter and less points, so his
Yeah.
other one was more points.
Yeah, I think he got a 29 on the other one.
Oh.
But his loop, he went on the loop up. Somehow on the first one he went through the bottom and then back through the bottom.
Oh
on his
no.
card instead of the middle. Anyway. So it would end up being really low because he didn't get any points for that. Alright. Next up we've got
Agilus.
and he says a 61.5.
Jesus, Lord Almighty.
Alright, let's see how Agilus put 61.5 points. That's more than a point a second into his run. He did some very clever things. He takes off. His first move is Oracle Tap into dive through the gate, which is a bank shot because it's any tap into a dive through the gate. So he gets 4 for the Oracle Tap, and then the bank shot is worth 5. So that's 9 points already. Super smart start there. I didn't even think about like how that could be exploited, sort of. Then nice Matty flip through the cube, that's another 3 points. And then he goes for the Matty down. This is the doubler one. And I like how he put this tiny gate at the bottom because I think otherwise the thing would have been too tall. It would have filled up the whole room. So he wouldn't have been able to go over the top of it. So he's got one tiny gate at the bottom. No problem. So that's a 22-point trick right there. And he already had 12. So that's he's already at 34. Halfway into the run. Flip, that's a half point. Then he does a power flip through the TGS. That's a 5-point trick. And then he does a carpenter flip, or an ill flip, I named it. Through the TGS, that's 4. And then so he has another multiplier from the flip, power flip, ill flip, and then he does the loop up, which is worth 9 times 2, which is 18. And then he goes for a power switch here, but crashed that.
And he was over his time. It was at 1 minute and 8 seconds there.
But he had started it.
Oh.
He takes off. When does he take off? At 2. So he had till.
So he had till 102. Okay.
Yeah. So he had started because it's forward and then back.
Yeah. All right.
So he almost got another 6 points for that, but it was a crash. So the main 2 big ones were the Matty down TGS worth 22 and the loop up TGS worth 18. Both of those is doublers.
You want to know how to freestyle? There you go.
Great job from Agilus.
That was fantastic.
Very smart use of the points and the tricks to get the maximum out of.
Right? That was like coming out and trying to get that.
Some people.
What is it, like 500,000 point Tony Hawk bonus? Like just bam.
He only did 8 total tricks. So.
Right? Like just beasting.
As you'll see here later, other people did more tricks, but not as many high point tricks. So 61.5, currently our top score, more than double anyone else that's gone so far.
Ah.
And Agilus has a WH currently.
Crazy!
Alright. Next up we've got Average FPV. So
hey Jeff!
now we're into the people that sent their videos to me, and I posted these all right after midnight. Agilus posted just before midnight. Alright. So, okay, we gotta make sure the volume's up for this one.
I saw the beginning of your video, Rue, and your like triple stack gate was like this.
Yeah.
And at first I thought that you had like hung it on the roof of your play toy, and I was like, why did she do that? And then Danny's like, no, it's windy. And I was like, what the hell?
Alright. So right now we've got Average
Hey,
FPV,
RC fan.
and Average has a really great edit here. Super fun, so if you can't hear, try to turn up your volume because he's got like an announcer going and he's got some funny little things mixed in there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the finals. Up next is Average FPV from Switzerland, who's been powering through the competition with strong edits to cover up his lack of skills. He probably is the only pilot.
If you didn't catch that there, that's my favorite part. He's like, it's average FPV coming in with strong edits to cover up his lack of skills.
Strong edits to cover up his lack of skills. He probably is the only pilot attempting to challenge a line of sight. Oh boy. Look at him leisurely walking up and putting the quad right in front of the cube. It seems like he's chosen a simplistic setup. A triple gate stack, a cube gate, and nothing else. Off he goes.
Aw, my favorite collaborators are in the chat.
Roll.
Got RC
Going
Fan
right
and
back
Mike.
into the cube. Following up with a power loop.
So Average has all his points here on screen and they're accurate.
Setup for the
So.
multiplier. Looks like he's going to do a triple loop. First one, getting the constant loop motion. The second one. And the third one. Through the bottom gate, and that's an easy 18 points in the books. Continuing with a quick flip, going for the cube again. A simple Maverick here. Right into a yaw spin. Another
love
chance
the
for a
announcer,
multiplier,
man.
10 seconds to go. Obviously going up for the triple gate stack. Looks like he's lining up for a triple Matty down. One Matty. 1 second with the clean loop motion. Average battling for the title. And a third one. Oh boy. Going right back, an amazing combo with a total of 48 points. Will it be enough to avoid a letter?
So fantastic.
Short break, but stay tuned for the other finalists.
Great video there from Sam.
So
I don't think that
good.
was Sam's voice either, so I think he hired an announcer. And he was accurate, 48 points. He got 3 to start for the Matty of the cube, then an open air roll, a half point. 2 points for a power loop of the cube after that, and then he had his multiplier on. He did the loop up and got 9 times 2, which is 18 for that. And then he goes back, open air flip for a half, Maverick of the cube for 1.5, 360 in the open air for another half, and then the Matty down for his second multiplier. So the same 2 big points as Agilis, the 18 and the 22 for 40, but then Agilis had another 20-something and Sam had 8 total other points because he was just going for quick ones
Yeah.
to get it in time. But in 48 points, very impressive.
Oh.
That puts him in second place overall right now, right?
This was not bueno.
Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that makes anyone 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4, 5. Well, there's 5. Yeah. Anyone that gets above 29.5 right now is in the safe zone. So we know what average is safe. So we'll make him green. And we know because there's at least 4 people below them. All right.
I think I need to go check out Tiny Whoop Go. There seems to be some nice friendly competition going on right now.
Next up, we've got Dan Carpy. Let's see. And I can tell you right now that Dan Carpy's score on screen is slightly inaccurate. Let's see if anyone in the chat notices what Dan has done that is wrong in his scoring that gives him slightly different a score. We'll just watch it because he has, like, as you'll see, really cool edit. Like Dan often does. I love that. He also like kind of blurred it the way that it looks. So you can see he's got his points here, and he does like each 3 things together, and then like if that points then.
Like
So
straight Tony Hawk style.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, and I just noticed when it popped up over here that he put a red box around the 49 seconds to show exactly what he took off.
So Dan wrote here, which is his math and everything was all accurate, is 52.5. But does anyone know what he messed up? And I'll tell you right now, if you're thinking, oh, on the loop up, he didn't go through the gate the final time at the bottom. I thought that too, but then I looked at the rules and I never said you had to go back through the bottom one time. I just said through the bottom and then over the top. So that was not the mistake. He still got all those points. But what he did do is he did the regular roll twice. In 2 of his different combos, he did just a roll in the open air.
Ooh.
So this one, the second one didn't count, so he didn't get that half point. And then he doesn't get a multiplier for the...
Oh, he's rocking a "My Name is Jeff" shirt. I'm like, what the hell is Jeff talking about?
Oh yeah, look at that. Nice.
Right? Because Jeff just pops in, look at that cool shirt.
So he had 4.5 less total, 4.5 less points, a half less point for the second roll, and a half less point for, or 4 less points because he didn't get the multiplier on the self-matty. So total that makes 48 instead of 52.5. And that ties him with Sam. Both have 48 exactly. All right. Next up, we've got Balzac. That's Ballast Hagar.
Buck.
He's in his like tiny hallway thing where he has
his saw chamber.
Yep. So, all right, let's see.
Such a chill. Hi.
So, Balzac with the popular opening of taking off in 360 in the cube for 2 points. Then he does a back dive through the horizontal gate for 2 more points. Split S the cube for 1.5 points. Then he goes Matty down on his multiplier here. Didn't get constant loop motion on those first ones, but he gets it here on the third one. So that's 11 times 2 for 22 there. Then he does an open air flip for a half point. Maverick flip of the cube for 1.5 points. Open air roll for another half point, and then he has the multiplier again.
That'd be great, Rue. You gotta go out and find your own creepy layer to do the challenge.
And he goes, or I think he was going for a Matty flip of the TGS, just a single Matty flip, and he crashed there. So no second multiplier. But he got the 22 for the Matty down, the big one, and then he got an additional 8 points for his other tricks, giving him a total of 30 points. So just above some of these other players. So you want to put that in there. That's Balzac with Pooh and 30. 30 makes him safe because there are enough videos below him. Good job, Balzac. Staying with the Who's, so that's 3 Who's.
I thought there was 6 people that were getting letters. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
So there's 2
4,
the 2 blacks.
5.
Oh.
Oh, 6. That's only 7.
What? Oh, you're right.
So it's right now. It's if you're.
So ball
So
sack
it's
not
30.
quick. So ball sack is the cutoff point right now.
Yeah. I was
Okay,
like,
so if you get above a 30, you are safe right now. You're right. Good call. All right. Next up, we've got RibbitFPV. That's Susan. Let's check out her video. She says it's been a little bit windy as Ashley was video. The cube is a little crooked there, and the triple stack gate is more of a horizontal triple
right?
stack.
I was sitting on the couch, like the other side of the house from
I
Danny
would've
watching
counted
this,
it.
and I just like looked like,
If you
why
could,
does she have it on her roof like that?
if you could do the loop up with it horizontal like that, I still would have counted it. Alright, there she is. She takes off the 362, the cube that everyone loves. That's 2 points right there. Oh, she's got all her points. That's right, and they're accurate. That. Now she's got the multiplier. There's a cubics rube. 5-point trick there.
You guys all picked really good music for your videos this week. Danny was going through the videos, and he kept having to like replay them to make sure he got all the points correct. And I was just like, this is a great soundtrack playing in the background right now.
Actually, it's a 10-point trick here. The reverse cube cross on the multiplier actually does a double reverse, an extra turn on there. She only needs to go 1x, but she made a third one. Nice work, and it, her points total was accurate right here, 24 total. For Rue, 8 tricks in a row, 2 multipliers, a 24. So not safe quite yet. See what the rest of the
So then that
videos bring.
makes Balzac green.
Oh, that pushes Balzac to green. You're right.
Because
Okay.
then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay. So now you need a 30. Well, then you would tie Balzac.
Yeah, but 30 or better is going.
Yes, and the ties would be
safe.
broken by time, like previously. So between Dan and Average, Dan would get the higher spot because Average was doing his Matty down like after the time, so his overall time is longer. All right, next up we've got Spit. That's Peter Drimmel. We have 4 more videos. Let's see where side they land on. All right, Spit. Does he have? Yes, he has his own scoring, and his is accurate. So we can watch his video. He's got his scoring up in the corner here, and the trick name at the bottom. They pop up real quick, but he's got it all there. So takes off with the 360 flat spin like everyone's been doing for 2 points. 1.5 there, back down 2 points. So now he's on his first multiplier. He goes 90 down. He's got the smaller TGS there to go over the top. Nice. So that was a 22-point trick that bumped his score up so much, whereas 11-point trick times 2. Banana split S for his other multiplier, that was 12 points, or 6 times 2. Powered with the cube and then crashed. So he had about 10 more seconds there. And if he had one that was worth more points, but he did a roll and went through the top gate of the TGS.
Oh.
And I said the middle, so that would count as killing his multiplier. So I guess that worked out to less points than this overall, which was 47. I think that matches what he has. Yeah, 47. So again, his two big ones were 22 for the Matty down, and then 12 for the banana split S. So that's 34 of his 47. Very nice job from Spit, and he still had about 10 seconds left there in his time. So he could have gotten back up and done just, a couple more tricks to get a few more points, but he restarted the line, so. 47 puts him just below Sam and Dan, but it puts him in the safe zone, right? Yes. All right, so next up we've got Akira FPV. Does Akira have scoring? I forget. Let us see. Yep, and his scoring is accurate. So it starts with a quick.
Why so fast?
So this is his first multiplier, and he does the loop up. So that's 9 times 2, 18. Rubik's there.
Inside, man.
So he did a carpenter flip and didn't realize it when he was doing it live. He meant to do a double up loop. So that broke his line there. So instead of getting a 2 times multiplier here, he's only getting 5 points for that. And then he gets the multiplier on that one instead. So it didn't work out to that much less points. Oh.
So. 50 points. Still. Nice job, Akira.
If anyone's confused, a carpenter flip or an ill flip, as I named it, is when you go up through a horizontal gate and then you do a back flip and then you do a back dive back down through the gate. So Akira was trying to just do a normal power loop and then go back up for a double up loop, but as you watch here, he goes up and then he tries to flip out, but he doesn't give himself enough back momentum. So he comes back down and dives backwards through the gate, as you can see there, instead of going over it. So, got a different trick, but then he goes back for another up, which he does a power loop, so that's 2 tricks in a row on the same thing, and gets a multiplier killer. So, but still, 50 points overall. Puts him in, what, 2nd place right now?
See?
2nd place right now, behind
Agilus.
is 61.5. All right. So, down to the last 2 videos. We have Spectre and Daylight FPV. And let's do Daylight first, since Daylight doesn't have any letters, and Spectre is our only person on the chopping block. So he'll know exactly what score he needs to get to survive. So, Daylight here with a super impressive video. Starts it off, McReal spin, and his points are accurate too, so he doesn't say what they are though. Power flip of himself, that's 3, he's adding them up. His total is what he puts on the screen each time. That was a Rubik's loop, a Michael Anderson created trick. This is his first multiplier. Like a lot of people, he did the loop up. Yep. Then there's a Rubik's. There's another 2.5. Self loop. That's 2 or 3. A nice oracle tap there. Does the power switch that Agilus was going for at the end. That was a move he actually made. Then a rewind there, which is kind of like a up and then dive. Cubic groove, he was a little off axis there. Still acceptable. And then ends it with a standard orbit. For 54. Very nice. Super nice execution on all the tricks except for this last cubic groove, where he gets it like closer to 3/4 turn before doing the roll. either way, puts him in second place, right?
Yes.
So, right now we have...
Hey, awesome, Mana. You finally got a whoop.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people safe, and 8 here. So basically, Spectre has to get above a 29.5 to be safe. If Spectre gets 29.5 points or more, he's safe. If he gets 29.5 points or less...
29 points?
29.5.
How is he safe at 29.5 and not safe at 29.5?
Oh, well, I said if he gets more than 29.5,
Okay.
he's safe. If he gets less than 29.5, he's not safe. If he gets exactly 29.5, then we have to see who was faster at getting 29.5. So, and this inspector already has a woo, so if he does not get 29.5 or more, we will have to say goodbye to Spectre. Oh, and Spectre's... Oh, he didn't put... I'm not sure how he's... I don't think he put scoring on it, but there was 2 different ways you could interpret the scoring. And either of them ended up at the same score, so...
Well, you've got a few months. We're thinking of starting IGOW3 June, July. So, practice.
No, he doesn't put scores on that. I'll go over it after we watch it once. Okay. He gave himself
28 unless the power flip counts.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly how he scored it, but let's go break it down here. So 28 would be just less than what he needs, the 29.5. So I'm not sure how he scored it. Two different ways I could think of scoring it, and both came out to exact 28. So he starts with a self-tap, that's 2 points. Then he goes into a cube orbit. Pretty sure cube orbit wasn't a thing.
You can't just orbit something?
Well, the orbit was on the pole, the double orbit. But I didn't have the orbit on the cube. So there wasn't a value for it. So if you just counted the cube as a pole, since you could count the cube as a I guess you could count it as a pole, I don't know.
I mean,
Either way, if you count
orbiting.
if you give him 1 point for the cube orbit, or if you give him a 0 and break the line, the points come out the same, the way the multipliers work. So whether you count that as 0 or 1, then he does a Maddie of an over-under, that's 2 points. He does a Rubik's Cube, there, that's 2.5. And then he would either give the multiplier on the 2.5 if you gave him the points for the cube, or if you're not giving him the points for the cube, then he just gets no multiplier there. Then he does a split S of the over-under obstacle, and then he does an oracle tap, and he gets the multiplier on that if you didn't give him the cube points. So it balances out in the end. He gets 2 points for the 360 there. Goes power loop of himself. Gets 2.5 points for that.
Isn't it a power flip?
No, he doesn't do a power flip there. That's just a normal power loop. So if you're giving him the points for the cube, he would get the multiplier on that one and get 5 points total. There's a 540 split S. That's 1.5. And if you're not giving him points for the cube, then he gets the multiplier on this wall tap here, just 2 times 4. So it ends up being a wash. And then he has a half Maddie, 2.5 points. And then his time runs out. And maybe if, yeah, see, then he starts the power flip there, I would say, so that's well after. So that power flip of himself would have been worth, I think, 3 points. Yep, 3 points. That would have given him a 31. But it's definitely after the time. Can't count that. So 28 points, so close. Ah, that just the power flip away, and at the time of orbiting the cube. That's basically the time there. Because how long does the cube orbit take? From 2 to 2. Yes, that's 6 seconds right there, and then he's 6 seconds over when he starts the. Oh, that's what it was. So close.
What the fuck?
What?
Why is this saying?
Oh, probably just because I clicked on it. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. So that puts Spectre in the bottom at 8, and it bumps Callisto as the 8th place overall into the green by a half point over. Who was it? Buster Hawk had the 29.
Oh.
And Buster Hawk too. When I was watching back, Buster Hawk had his second multiplier. He just did a normal wall tap worth only 2 points. He could have done like a Rubik's Cube. That would have been worth another 1 point total. Would have got him just there.
Oh.
So close, but that's about why you know. Obviously, you can't see other people's scores because then you can just try to get 1 point above them.
Right.
So, very close from seventh place was Ballsack with 30.
Oh, and Tristan said that was his backup run.
Oh, he couldn't pull off his top run. And then Rock with 27 was 10th. So from 6th to 10th, there was 3 total points separating those spots, which was the 2 above and the 2 below the cutoff. We can organize them by this.
No bueno. Yeah, weather is one of the reasons we're talking about starting IGOW sooner for season 3, like probably 6 to 8 weeks sooner, because then that would put us where we at mid-January, so that would put week 25 at like mid-November. So we'll see.
So yeah.
And Mike said if we want to leak the requirements for IGOW3 entry, just for production quality, he'd be okay with that.
So look at this. From...
Oh, you were right there, Robert.
From Ballsack with 30. Oh wait, all the way down to... Oh, Rue had a 24. So actually the 3 people that got letters were all like a trick away from being... safe, basically. I think
you guys are all still amazing. Like, I cannot freaking believe it.
I think Rock's first video was a 29.5 too, either that or a 29. If he had actually gone through the middle loop, so it would have been like right there with this. Oh, so close! Really impressive.
Yes, Mana, it is absolutely gorgeous from above. Like, I don't fly nearly as often as I should, but when I do, I remember why I enjoy it so much.
Do we have Agilus with us?
No, Agilus is not with us.
Oh, I hate the new messenger. Does anyone else have the thing where you can't have the messenger on the side anymore. They're like, no, you're not allowed to have the messenger here on the side. You need to have it in a new window. And it has to be bright white, so it burns your eyes. Oh, look, we got another rankings.
Agilis, not Angie.
Angie, average fit. Oh, I didn't even say the thing. So, oh, look, Say put hers in.
Hey.
Let's reveal the scores. Boom. And who was that just messaged? That was
Chris.
Steezy. And he said, what did he say? Agilis.
Angie.
Angie, then who?
Angie, average and spit.
Inside baseball here. Average. Spit. Did we have any other?
Nope.
No. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. So... Oh, what happened here, Steve?
Later, Dennis.
Steve
Have a great
forgot his
weekend.
phone. Okay, it looks like... Does Agilis have the most ones? Yeah. Agilis looks like he's in the lead.
Can't you just do the score?
I'm doing it. Gotta be a little suspense.
No, there doesn't need to be.
5, 6, 7, 8,
We
9,
got things
10,
we're doing.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people.
Oh, while he's doing this, I've been super slacky, y'all. But I plan on taking this evening and tomorrow and updating things on my website. I will have new jewelry pieces posted, like these awesome Whoop earrings I'm wearing. I will have these t-shirts posted.
So close.
And probably a few other things. I'm still coming up with it. But all of that stuff will be getting done this weekend so that hopefully Monday it is all live and ready to go and you can get yourself an awesome final shirt or Whoop earrings.
So Agilis wins with a 28. This is for week number 24. No, 23. The flat spin combos. We're 1 week behind. So congratulations to
Hey,
Agilis.
there you go, Mike.
That's Agilis. He's been winning some weeks now. I think that's 2 in a row for Agilis. Is that right? Week 22. Wait. Did I not? So confused. Rue won 21. Oh, I didn't even mark 22 yet. Yes, Agilis did win 22. And he won 23. So that's 2 in a row for Agilis, right? Yeah, he did. Congratulations.
Go Agilis! He's taken over Daylight's winniness.
And then he got a H in 24. And then he won this week because he got the most. Now that we're done. So Agilis has won.
Later, Mana. Have a great day.
Agilis has won 4 out of the last 6 weeks.
Right? That's what I'm saying. He's taken over the Daniel Daylight spot.
Daylight, I guess Daylight could win week 24. We haven't.
Right? That is true. Maybe I need to open up a vineyard. There we go. Mike says if I start selling wine, I'll be a one-stop wife shop.
All right, so let's do the prizes. Do you have the? Grab the what you call it. Daylight and Kira.
Isn't it over there?
No.
Oh no, it's inside the box. now I gotta figure out what the heck number 11 is.
Oh, did one fall in?
Well, yeah. What do you think is gonna happen when you stick a board sideways with things that are attached to it?
Hold on. We don't need numbers. Oh no, well, they're at the bottom. We need numbers 2 through 15.
Well, luckily it was easily found. Why not number 1? Why not number 1?
Oh no, we do it by this. You're right. Never mind. 1 through 14. I was thinking we'd do it by the scores, but no. All right.
Okay.
Fail 3. All right. Prizes. What week are we on?
25.
Oh, the top 5 people. Look at the prizes here. You get to choose. Agilis, you get the first choice. Daylight gets the second choice. And then
Akira
gets the third choice. Carpy gets the fourth, and then Average gets whatever is left. So out of these 5 options here, if you have any questions about any of them, there's links, or you can message me, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know. But let's go into the giveaway prizes. We have 4 giveaway prizes this week, as well as the normal these things. So first we have our 2 FYS craft codes. So you got 1 through 14 in there.
Have you not been giving them out? Why are they all orange?
Yeah, you didn't give me new ones. Is it just the same one? Remember, all these people have won before. We need new ones.
Every single one of those people have won before?
Pretty much.
Right.
Not Bass, I think. And we have one other thing to give away, because PKZ says he can't play The Sims because it makes him feel sick, so he wanted to give the builder code to somebody else. So we'll draw that this week too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he says Simming makes him feel sick, unfortunately. Alright, so starting with the FYS crafts codes. First winner?
6.
6? Oh, where are we? Oh, here we are. Number 6 is Ballsack.
Won one last week.
Alright, well, he has one here too. What are we going to do? Just keep giving him codes? We'll just keep giving him codes? Alright. Balzac, you're FYS Crafts Maniac. There's a whole bunch of new stuff. You can buy earrings for your significant other, or for yourself if you like to wear earrings.
Alright. They are not relegated to just women. Men rock earrings as well.
Next up, we have, for another FYS Crafts code, Number 4. Spit! I don't feel like Spit has won this one before. Oh, he has at one point. Another code for Spit.
I'm just going to generate a long list of codes after this.
Alright. Next up, we've got the 4-inch props. 4-inch. 2-inch prop.
I was like, wow. 12.
Number 12. Callisto.
Hey.
Yeah, hasn't won that one yet.
Alright. Look at all these even numbers. 4, 6, and 12.
Alright. Next up, we have the 10% code to Newbie Drone.
11.
That is number 11. Nico Del Rey. Oh, he won that before. I think he used it. Always a good thing to have if you need some stuff. Alright, so now, going into the... We have 3 sets of 5 assorted props, and then the big prize, which is the motors from Happy Model, and we're also giving away PKZ's prize because he... Oh, I gave these to him, finally. He did not... So which one should we start with? The builder upgrade? That's, I guess that I would say that one's second best above the props. I guess it just depends if you want to sim or not, but that's how the order will do it. All right, first one is set of 5 assorted HQ props. You've got 3-inch, 2.5-inch, and 31 millimeters, and they are black props. That's how reminded me to look at the thing. Our winner is
9.
Number 9, Agilis. Agilis winning not only the prize, the top prize pick, but also a set of 5 props. He could technically get 9 more sets of props if he wants to choose the prop package here. It'll be a 14 prop week.
13.
Next up, we got 13. That is Buster Hawk. Buster Hawk gets 2.5-inch and 31 millimeter props, and they are blue.
Don't we have other props that we have to send him, or do we already do that?
No, I think we do have other props. We have one other thing at least that we're supposed to send him. This one, launch pad. And yeah, I think we have 1 set of props, so we're just waiting. Buster Hawk. All right, and our last set of 5 sets of props is 2-inch and 31 millimeter props, and they are black.
Yes.
10. Rock FPV. Congratulations, Rock.
Look at that. 9 through 13, all 1.
Nice. Well, there's still 2 more prizes to go. Rock FPV just won a kitty canopy, and he actually won the motors last time we had them, I believe. So now we're doing the, before we go to the motors, which is going to be the top prize, we are replacing PKZ's builder package. He has donated it back to the group, and the winner is
3.
Number 3. That's Akira FPV. Akira, do you play Tiny Whoop Go?
I don't know if Akira's here.
Well, I'll message him. If you, Akira, message me with your Tiny Whoop Go email, and we will add the builder.
Oh, no, he was here earlier.
So, let us know what email is your Tiny Whoop Go account registered under, and we will give you the builder upgrade so you can make your own tracks that anyone can fly. Alright, last but not least, the Happy Model motors, set of Unibel motors. Your choice of KV.
Numero 2.
Number 2, Spectre on his way out. Perfect. Very nice. Glad that Spectre on his way out also picks up a set of the motors from Happy Model.
Akira says he doesn't play much, but he swears he will.
All right. That was a good end.
Yay! And Robert had just said, don't chip me on my last prize. Now you get your FYS crafts and motors. Look at that!
There you go. All right. So, again, the Agilis isn't here in the chat, right? So, we'll just message the people and then you can choose whatever Agilis. So, I'm pretty sure that Agilis is not going to choose the Speedy Bee since he's already chosen that. And that is what Daniel said he wanted, so he's in second. So, think about what you want in the third. Akira?
I'm a large proponent of the Just a Switch. If you have the Fat Shark goggles, I thoroughly, thoroughly love my Just a Switch.
Yes, that is a very convenient thing. So, but we'll see what else did Agilis win before? A Kid FTV thing, a t-shirt, and the Speedy Bee adapter. Yeah, so he doesn't have any of the other stuff, so we're not sure what he will choose.
We shall see.
And then that is the same way that the finals will work here with all these prizes. First place gets first choice, and then all the way down to
So
the
sorry if you're in 15th, 16th place, Robert, Michael. It's gonna be a while.
Oh, and
until
that's
you
right.
your prize, or until you just get given whatever prizes are left.
Yeah, and let's mark it here.
But I was gonna say, since you guys, since everybody gets a shirt, you guys can start ordering your shirts if you're in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I can get them made and out. I'll have to create a finals code for that.
Buster, we didn't
So
even
many things to
give
do.
the actual letters. Who, Rock has a who has a woo, Lucky, woo, woo, and Nico, woo. Woo! So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 woos going into the finals.
Woo!
I hope one of the woos get their challenges chosen first, so at least they have a chance to get one of theirs in there before they might whoop out.
That'd be awesome.
And then we have Rock as a who, Ballsack as a who, Dan Carpy as a who, Average as a who, and then Gillis as the only WH. We got no W's, and then we got our 4 clean slaters. Daylight, Akira, Spit, and Callisto.
Oh,
Callisto barely hanging on this week.
Right? Like, wow. Living that woo life, baby.
So.
Like, I'm highly impressed with all of you guys. And these finals are going to be very, very exciting to watch. I look forward to it. Make sure that you are working on your first finals trick and you get those videos into us by midnight on Thursday, because on Friday we will be doing a live stream where we will be drawing the first trick of the competition. If you do not have your trick in by Thursday at midnight, you will not be participating in the first round of finals and you will be getting a letter.
Yep.
Rue says probably the only way not to whoop out is to get our challenge chosen. No, you got this, Rue.
You never know. I mean, people have to do things that they can complete, otherwise, that it doesn't count. So there'll be a little bit more luck involved than last season, because it'll be kind of like whose gets chosen, but
Yeah.
I couldn't really think of a good other way to do it. And the way we're choosing between, if you whoop out in the same week, like right now Oracle and Spectre both whooped out week 25 and they're both in the finals, so they're like tied technically, but since you have to have a ranking for the choosing the prizes, it'll be the first determining factor will be the total number of videos you sent in. So Robert has sent in a video every single week, and Oracle did not send in a video the last 4 weeks, so he has 4 less videos.
Right. Love you much, Oracle, but you quit.
So Oracle places below Robert, and if you have exactly the same number of videos submitted, like I'm sure people at the end that have a video for every week will be, then it goes to power ranking score. So if you whoop out in the same week as someone who submitted exactly the same number of videos as you, the next tiebreaker would be your power ranking. So, all right. We got 14 people remaining, and yep.
Okie dokie.
Don't wait too long to declare your trick, because you definitely don't want to just get a letter for not being able to do it,
don't come up with something super duper crazy that you're not capable of doing yourself.
So, Nico, we've had, I think, 2 people declare already. I think Nico declared his, and Average kind of half declared his. I had to ask him some questions. So once you guys send me your video or your idea on the email or talk to me, I'm going to ask you like a whole bunch of questions, because just like you guys do when I put out a video, I'm like, well, what about this, and this things that you didn't think about. Right?
So
just to
Be prepared.
Nail down all the little ideas before you declare it. Just to make sure you know what we're looking for. All right.
Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we will see y'all on Friday.
Yep.
Adios.
Oh, where is it?
You two are weirdos.